in that game, and do you expect, obviously, I'm assuming you expected more of that to come this week against New Orleans?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think I'm in that realm now where I'm always preparing for that double team, and I'm finding ways to create the one-on-ones or system ways for them to create those one-on-ones for me. But, you know, like we said in camp, it's almost expected at this point. You know, I don't think anyone in the league is going to leave me one-on-one.
How'd you like lining up in the A gaps and those kinds of things, just to kind of give them a little different look?
Yeah, I just want to test everyone's water. You know, I just want to test the pot. I want to see which guy I can, I feel like I can manipulate. You know what I'm saying? And that just goes to show you that, like, me, I know some guys is always looking for the fish. You know, me, I don't care who it is. You know, Bonito, I think he's a great guy. Zeitler, the center's pretty good. For me, it wasn't even about the tackles. It was just about me feeling like I'm the best and I can just go against whoever.
How much different is that what you've done in the past? Because you lined up and rushed from the A-gap before.
I wouldn't say with not that much free will, you know what I'm saying? And just being able to, I think now, which I like is Zim and Jeff got so much confidence in me. I'm setting the fronts, you know, especially when we get into some games and third down situations. If we hear, let's just say they just give like a back end call. Maybe it's like an over front or like a go front where you guys can do it. They let me kind of control the games of what we want to do, how we can set it, what I'm seeing and things like that. So, that goes to work that we're putting in and how much they trust in me.
Zim was saying, too, that when he looked at the tape that he thought he and the coaching staff could do a better job, that you were getting chipped a lot, and that's about putting you in the right spot, in the right angles. Do you and him talk about where you avoid chips most based on what a team does, and just how do you approach that?
I just think I think this is our first time going against each other and with each other at least, and he kind of got ideas. So, as soon as I come in this morning, I'm sitting with him. He's like, I got this new package in for you. This will help you, clear away some of the chips and get you away from some of them things like that. So it just goes to show you, he don't just talk about it. He does it, and he plans on using it. So.
Did he get it ready for you today when you got here? He said this is what.
Yeah, they was showing me everything I'm supposed to do. We're gonna put it in tomorrow, obviously. But he already had everything prepared. It was like, we're gonna find a ways to get you one-on-ones.
Michael, on the 4th and 6, when Overshown came, for him to cross your face the way he did as quickly as he did, did it kind of catch you off guard, just the speed that he showed there?
I don't even know what happened. I'm gonna tell you, I can't. Like, bro, you got people into the thing. You faster than me now. I said, I can't take no more breaks. I said, them fresh legs is getting you. I said, but now he's so fast. He's explosive, bro. And I told him after the game how proud I was of him because we talked me and Overshown girl relationship last year, and over this time he was recovering, I just kept checking in on him, and when throughout camp, I was checking in. I was like, man, how you feeling? How's your knee? And, to see, all those talents and everything that, we all saw in camp, just so happened that injury, come out there like that in the first game, his confidence to the roof, man, he just got me super excited. Like,
yeah, you're faster than a 40, but from what I understand, the combine, y'all 10-yard split's about the same, so his burst is similar.
Yeah, he's going. There's no doubt about it. He's going. But I don't think people realize how explosive he is. Right. He's coming downhill with intent, with everything. I think he's one of the most exciting players that I've seen that no one's ever get to see. I think he's going to be an all-pro player.
What did you say to Tyler Guyton after the game? Did you get a chance to talk to him?
Yeah, I said, how was it? I said, he was good. And I was like, what'd you think of him? Like, because I was like, he's crazy good. He's like, yeah, bro, he's just so freaky. He's fast, strong. I was like, he can do everything. And I was like, yo, you got the two best out your way. He's like, what you? I was like, you got. I feel like you can go against anybody. It's like, is there anybody else you worried about at this point? He's like, and he goes, Burns. I said, Bosa, like, yeah. He's like, I feel like it. I was like, nah, bro, Bosa's so nice. I was like, you ain't going against a technician like that. I was like, me and Miles is like raw. I was like, Bosa's the most technical rusher I've seen in a while. And I was like, he's so good. I was like, you'll see. I was like, you'll see his levels to it. Like, everyone's a little bit differently, but I was like, bro, you getting the good ones out the way. I said, you in good spirits. I said, you did a good job. And I like to see that he he kind of reset. He gave up the sack and he was like, whatever. But that's what I told him before. I was like, he's going to do some phenomenal things. That's just who he is. I was like, but reset, refocus. Don't let him get in your head. And, I think he did a great job of doing that. So, me and him continually talking. He's continually progressing. He's going to be another great player here.
We got Wilder and Humphrey coming too. He got T.J. Watt and Humphrey coming.
But T.J. Watt played the left side.
Okay,
He got
don't
Highsmith.
switch it off?
He ain't switching like other guys in the league. Bosa play left and right. T.J.'s more predominant left because Highsmith plays a lot on the right. I haven't seen T.J. switch a lot.
You were talking about Zim with the packages this morning. I mean, just seeing the way you talk about that, how much does that get your juices like going? That like the creativity and that aspect of the game, finding ways to get creative on defense.
Man, I mean, it really gets me going because it makes me lock in a little bit more. You know, I'm used to like, all right, Mike, go to the right side and, you know, best on best, you know, and I'm always up for that challenge. But the fact that I got the creativity to control things where I know I got to be on my A game always because I got these other guys depending on me now to, like, you know, controlling that, it kind of gets me more excited, it gets me more into it. You know, it gets that drive, that hunger just a little bit more. And then, you know, now I feel like I just can't let this guy down. You know, he's giving me the keys to the system. I gotta be accountable to myself for him. So, you know, it gets me excited. And I think it's making the group talk more because, you know, we got to talk to each other. We got to communicate better because, you know, it's us out there, no coaches is calling what we're doing. We're learning that we control the game and stuff. So, you know, it's giving a lot more to the players, and, you know, I think we all taking it in the right direction.
What type of challenge do you see Alvin Kamara presenting at this stage in his career, and how much of a focus is he for you this week?
I mean, he's the main focus. I mean, that run game always, you know, they was dominant last week against the Panthers, and I think this is a great system. Their OC came from San Fran, so it gives us a glimpse of what we potentially could see later on down the road. I mean, but Kamara's Kamara, man. What did he put up another 100 last week? So, I mean, he didn't really have no drop-off, so, you know, it's going to be a great challenge. He's still one of the best backs in this league. You know, he dealt with injuries over the last couple of years, but so does everyone. But so far we saw he looks healthy, and, you know, I'm excited for a chance. It's my first time going against the guy.
And last week you guys went against the
What'd you make of Trayvon's emotions before the game?
Oh, man, you know, I told you he has more to him than y'all think, you know. That's just who he is, man. You know, I think, you know, that relief to say, man, you know, those who haven't been injured, and God willing, and thank God I've never had no season-ending injury in my career, but, you know, that road is hard, man. When you can't walk and, you know, you can't really move around by yourself. You constantly need someone to help you. And to fight through what he went through that whole year after the start he had, and then to hurt himself in practice, I mean, I know it was really emotional. And for him to come back 4 weeks earlier than what people thought he would come back, I mean, the guy's a true warrior, so I think he deserved to have all his emotions out there. And I'm glad it paid off because he had a great game too.
Yeah, does he pick up right where he left off?
They was like, I don't know how he did it. And I was like, because people don't know how much he puts into this game, man. He's another guy, man. I would say being here, I've been blessed to be around some amazing teammates, and some of these guys have shown me some ways that I didn't think was possible. And, you know, they still find a way on Sunday, and, you know, that's all that matters.
Is he a guy that's always in the film room, or is it stuff that he just does on his own?
Film room, on his own, puts in the extra. I mean, but, you know, and he don't look for credit for others. Like, he don't have to be here to show it. You know, I could be, like, calling Trey at 7:30 saying, why aren't you in the game? He's like, bro, I'm at Saunders. I'm getting extra treatment on my knee. I'm like, oh, snap. Like, all right, hit me when you get home. You know what I'm saying? So he's leaving here, going to get extra work on his knee to make sure he's prepared. So it's the things that no one else has to see. That's kind of like who he is and who he's become because, you know, I think after his injury, he had realization nothing's guaranteed. You can't predict anything. I would never thought I hurt myself in practice. Like, it's practice. So, you know, I think he's taking this more full heart for him.
Can you just talk about you and Zimmer's relationship and how it evolved? Certainly, there was so much talk about Zimmer coming in, how that would impact you. You had a great relationship with Dan Quinn, and for all the Zimmer's going to do this and do that on Micah. And Micah, the fact that you're calling plays and you're calling the defense, and the trust that he has in you to do that. He's talking about how that has evolved.
Yeah, you know, I think there was some nonsense that I think some of y'all created that went out there that's like, you know, but it was more just like, I personally just think, man, for me, it's like I've always been coachable and I've always been like wanting to learn. Like for me, like if you gave me a board game and you probably beat me at that board game, by the next day you probably could not beat me at that board game no more. And it's nothing with you. But I'm learning the strategies. I'm learning how to play the game, right? So I think with Zim here is like he has a new way of playing the game. And for me, it was I'm attracted to new ways because if you're a winner, I'm a winner. And when you got two winners, you're like, all right, we can win together. and I'm just so attracted to winning that, you know, I'm absorbing everything that he's telling me. And I think what our relationship is, Zim, I think for me is like, I know how hard he is, and I hear so much that, like, you know, I'm also play for his approval. So, you know, I kind of just look at him sometimes to see if he speaks, but he doesn't say much at all. And then I might get a random text at night and it's like, hey, great job today. You know, you really played hard. Like, I appreciate that. Like, I appreciate how you play. And, you know, sometimes he might text me about his horses. So I think that means we're getting close. And I think we're about to get a horse together. And I was like, yeah. I was like, cool. Do I get 10% of the horse? He's like, yeah. He's like, but you got to pay child support. I was like, whoa. I was like, what's that? He's like, the training fees and stuff like that. So, I mean, but I think, you know, he has a funny way of building connections. You know, he kind of builds connections in his own way. And, you know, I think that's what separates him. You know, I don't like, you know, he's definitely different. And, you know, he's not a man of many words. So if you get some words out of him, you know, that's a good sign.
Can you talk about the instant impact of Eric Kendricks? I mean, run defense, sacks, interceptions, and just what he's meant already to this linebacker room?
Yeah, you know, I think, you know, that veteran leadership, he's picking up Damone, he's over-communicating, just all those veteran things that you see. And I think it's great that he's here because now he's putting in that in Damone, he's putting that into Overshown and all these other young guys around. And he's just been very crucial into this defense of understanding the system and progressing them so much faster than what they would have progressed. You know, they make a lot of changes and checks in the system. And EK's already been in the system. So, I mean, he's been very great, man. We're grateful to have him here. You know, I'm happy he wanted to be here. You know, like I said, I always looked up to EK, man. He's a terrific locker room buddy, too. So, you know, he's a special cat, man. You know, I hope we get another year out of him. You know, I hope he's here for a while. If not, I understand about the business side. But, man, EK, he's been pretty terrific for all of us. And I think he's going to continue to make plays. And I also say, bro, you haven't played in front of a front like us before either. So, you know, even though he had Hunter and all them, but, you know, I think, you know, me and D-Law are special together. So, you know.
What would you name your horse?
He said he's going to name it Parsons. Yeah, Parsons horse. So when y'all see me at a Kentucky Derby with my hat on, y'all know what time it is. I'm going to put my boots on.
Do you know anything about horses?
I have nothing, but I've been slowly catching up.